If you've been familiar with the internet for the past few years, you are definitely familiar with artificial intelligence, also known as AI. AI comes in many forms and can be used for a wide variety of different tasks. AI is a huge part of people's lives right now. According to the website Exploring Topics, about 66% of people around the world use AI regularly. As stated before, there are several types of AI. But one of the most well-known and controversial types of AI is generative AI. Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that uses widely known information and prompts to generate images, videos, writing, and audio. Although I agree the technology is revolutionary, I am against generative AI and the overuse of it nowadays. I am an artist who takes pride in my drawing and animating skills, and I dislike how AI is used to generate artwork. Generative AI is incredibly popular, with ChatGPT having over 900 million weekly users according to Demand Sage. The main reason generative AI is so popular is that it is simple and convenient to use to generate content quickly. However, I personally have many issues with generative AI, and I wish it wasn't used so much. Here are my reasons why I wish generative AI wasn't used all the time, or at all. The first reason is that generative AI inadvertently discourages creativity and effort. A simple prompt is enough to get an AI to generate whatever you want. Before generative AI, all art, writing, and music was made entirely by humans with their own creativity, ideas, perspectives, and personal experiences. However, with AI, that creativity and humanity is starting to fade away. The only ounce of creativity in AI art and writing is the prompt that was entered in, instead of the entire piece being made by a person. As an animator, I really dislike the use of generative AI to make cartoons and animated movies. AI software like Sora 2 can be used to generate short videos, and people can splice those short videos together into a movie. I love animation and how impressive it can be, but using AI for animation defeats the purpose. In my opinion, AI art and writing defeats the purpose of both of those mediums, as the appeal of art and writing is to see a person's creative ideas come to life. The Mona Lisa is so impressive because it was made entirely by one person. If it was generated by AI, it would not be impressive, and it would lack humanity and soul. Time and effort is required to create art, and simply typing in a prompt and just waiting a couple minutes for it to generate barely requires any time or effort. Even poorly made art by a human is better than something produced by a machine, in my personal opinion. The next reason is that generative AI is flawed. Humans are flawed too, don't get me wrong, but they have the intelligence and creativity to fix mistakes. However, AI is susceptible to glitches and misinterpretations that are quite difficult to fix even by today's standards. A well-known example of AI's flaws is its struggles to correctly portray the human body. In this AI image, you can see this woman has an extra finger just floating on her hand. AI is also known for misspelled and blurred together words and background elements melting together. However, AI is advancing, and the programmers are training it and fixing bugs, meaning these errors are less likely to show up. However, AI still makes mistakes somewhat frequently, even with the advancements. So AI will be advancing soon, but still it will make mistakes. Generative AI can also be used to deceive. With how advanced AI has become, its generations can be almost indistinguishable from reality or human work. People can lie on the internet about AI images, convincing people they are real, or in the case of art made by a person, when in reality neither is the case. It can also be used to spread misinformation. For example, a person can use AI to use deep fakes, which are realistic face filters, or AI video to falsely accuse someone of a heinous act. And some people end up believing them because they're fooled by it. Unfortunately, some are unfamiliar with AI or don't understand or don't observe its generations thoroughly. And many are fooled by AI works and videos, especially older people, which I believe is really discouraging in my opinion. Finally, generative AI can be used to replace artists. Due to how advanced it is, it can create art that resembles pieces from real artists. Hiring artists and animators can be expensive, so some people and even companies use AI instead, stripping artists of a potential job opportunity. Many people and companies create AI art, videos, and writing and sell it, instead giving human artists a chance to work professionally. Eventually, art won't have a shred of humanity anymore if AI is widespread and used enough. For example, Coca-Cola made 2 AI-generated Christmas commercials in a row. They were cheaply made and lacked the heart and humanity their old Christmas commercials had. This decision was widely disliked by artists, filmmakers, and Coca-Cola fans, including me. It really made me upset and disappointed when I saw those AI-generated commercials on live TV. To conclude, I am against generative AI due to discouraging effort and creativity, its many internal flaws, the way it's used to deceive, and the fact that it's even being used to replace real artists. I really wish generative AI wasn't used so frequently nowadays. I want human effort, creativity, and art skills to be encouraged, not looked down upon. I feel frustrated when I see the world being taken over by AI, and soon there won't be many modern human works left. I recommend not supporting generative AI. You can, but I just do not recommend it. I would not recommend using it or supporting AI-generated artwork. Please support human artists and give them the appreciation they deserve. I hope you understand, and I hope you enjoyed this speech. Goodbye.